in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will kick it away first. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So South Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Martin. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick pass on the jet motion. Makes a man miss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Off play action. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. Just keeps moving. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Vols want to move quickly.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running it to the right. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on! And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. D showing blitz and might be bluffing. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Volunteers are on the move. It's Staley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Power football with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
He's got it. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. The inside handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
know, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here is the Tennessee offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run from the shotgun. Hard running there. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Vols want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down here for the offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the left side. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, man. They got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Plows through the defense. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And the quarterback run up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Forced out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Jackson will throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Matthews. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Concepcion. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Oh,
there he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Middle Tennessee. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for our defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Turning it on! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown ball!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
South Carolina, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the back. Runs through a tackle.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Illegal blocking back.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Jackson will throw. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes it on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, they block it. He's going to scoop it up. Oh, look out on the right. The 40. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Try to get it to the edge. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Jackson going to throw it. Takes the easy completion. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Right back to the well. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Vols moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical.
Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And the Vols trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the option. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. It's third and goal and third and long. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the stomping has commenced.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Quarterback got it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing there.
Oh, a lot of space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
First down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Jackson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Breaks the tackle. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops the throw. Working on the right. Turning on the Jets. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Vols come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Jackson going to throw it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the 2-point try. A run for the quarterback. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was along with Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Dances away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harbor. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a
There he goes!
fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.